AITA for getting my daughter a better laptop than my son. My son and daughter are both 17. I got both of them great laptops 4 years ago that should have lasted until now. My son broke his just a year after they were bought. I would have made him get one of the low-quality laptops that their school issues, but my mom got him a new one. He broke that one too in just 2 years. After that, I made him get one from his school. A few days ago, that one broke. I paid the school for it and decided to get him a used laptop that will be enough for school but not too expensive. My daughter's has worked fine until now. Last week, my 7-year-old spilled water on it and it doesn't work anymore. I am getting her a pretty expensive new laptop because she hasn't broken any electronics before and it wasn't her fault. My son saw that she's getting a better laptop than him and he said that I am being unfair. I told him that he's destroyed 3 laptops in 4 years and money doesn't grow on trees. He said that I am picking favorites, and I love her more than him. I said that he can get a better one with his own money when he starts working. Am I the asshole? AITA tell him you had a laptop budget for each of them and he has already spent all of his budget but she has not. He has got to learn a lesson about taking care of your belongings somehow in the adult world. If you break your laptop by being a dumbass, you have to pay for a new one yourself and you have got to save to buy the higher quality brands. 2. Stay strong. Not just this, sit him down and show him how much you have spent on laptops for him versus laptops for your daughter. Reiterate to him clearly that you love them both equally, but that you can't afford to buy him expensive things so often. If her laptop costs more than 3 of his, yeah, you're probably rewarding her too much, and the grandma laptop counts. 2. It is the cost of his laptops, not who paid. Since it is never him, who paid is irrelevant. AITA, you bought him more laptops than you bought her. AITA, time for a basic math lesson. OP. Show your son the cost of his multiple laptops over the last 4 years, then tell him he can shut it, or he can get on a payment plan to help pay you back for all the other laptops, and when he pays up, you will happily purchase him an expensive one as his very last parental paid laptop ever. AITA, although your son is finding it harsh on him, you are teaching him actions have consequences, and in this case the consequences he does not get new and expensive stuff like his sister who does take care of her things. Maybe if it's such an issue you can broker a deal with him. For example, if you keep the laptop in good condition for X amount of time he will get a new one. AITA, this is an important lesson for your son in caring for his items, but I think you could go a step further and make it a formalized rule, something like I will pay for a nice laptop once every 5 years, but if you break it within that window, you get the cheap replacement. Laptops, phones, other expensive equipment should last more than a year. Also, I am guessing the total cost of all his replacement laptops is equal to or less than his sister's new laptop. AITA, why would you buy him an expensive laptop when he's broken every other one he's had up to this point? He can get a better laptop with his own money and maybe then he will learn how to take care of his belongings. AITA, and oh my god, thank you for trying to teach him to be responsible for electronics. I work in IT. The number of laptops that mysteriously started dying when everyone went WFH has been ridiculous. My favorite was the I have no clue, it just stopped turning on. Well, why does it smell like chai tea? Oh, you can tell. AITA, your daughter has proven she can take care of expensive electronics and you can expect the new laptop to see her through college. If your son wants to compare computers with his sister, tell him it is not fair that he has already had 4 laptops and his sister has only had 1. Your son needs to stop going on Pornhub so often. He does, laughing my butt off. AITA, not everyone has parents who would buy them laptops at all. He should be thankful for what he has and more careful with what he is given. My parents never could have bought me a laptop when I was a kid, and if they did spring for one, you bet your ass I would have taken care of it like a child. Your son continually breaks his machines. Your daughter, on the other hand, takes good care of what she is given. Of course you trust her more. Not only that, but in total I am sure you have spent more on your son's machines. Teenagers are unreasonable little assholes. If you really want to drive the point home, sit him down and list out the total amount of that your grandpa has spent on buying him replacement laptops that he broke, and show him how much bigger the number is compared to the amount of you spent buying your daughter a new laptop. Then tell him that if anything, you have been favoring him over your daughter for being willing to buy him replacement laptops in the first place. AITA. Unless he has terrible luck, it seems like he doesn't take very good care of his things. It also seems like more money has been spent on his laptops than your daughter has. Even if grandma did pay for one of the replacements, you could argue that favoritism was being shown to him before, and it isn't fair to the daughter. I bought my nephew a digital camera a few years ago. We went on a trip and he was twirling it around. I told him to be careful that he was going to break it. His response: "If it breaks you'll buy me a new one." My response: "Oh no, I want it." He was shocked. I explained that if he took care of it and it stopped working, yes, I would buy him a new one, but if it broke because he didn't take care of it, that I would not buy him a new one. Then his brother would have one and he would not. I explained that the camera cost a lot of money, not a ton but not a toy, and I had to go to work to earn money to pay for it, and because I had bought that for him I couldn't buy something for me or someone else, and that's okay because I love him and wanted to get him something he'd like. He thought about this, put the camera back around his neck and ran over and said, "Thank you auntie, I love you." He got it. He wasn't even 8. AITA. God, my brother and Sil have raised a cute kid. AITA. This is not an issue of favorites loving one child more than the other. It's an issue of your son either not knowing how to take care of expensive things, or worse, not caring about taking care of expensive things because someone else bought them for him. If remote learning weren't impossible to avoid at this point, I'd say getting him a new laptop at all was just reinforcing his carelessness. AITA. You are not playing favorites. You are just doing what parents are supposed to do, showing your kids that not taking care of expensive items shows you that they cannot be trusted with them, and the result is less expensive items. It is about responsibility. She showed she has it, he has not. You are doing it right. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.